He has wandered through these forests since he was a young boy. Now he walks here on his own. There are plenty of dry branches for the fire because the forest is dying. The fish died out several years ago. He knows where death comes from. Everyone knows. And he hopes that someone will do something so that life here can be renewed.
Each day, as 250,000 additional people inhabit the planet, 65 million tons of productive topsoils are removed. Each day, some 140,000 acres of tropical forests are cleared. Some 100 species become extinct.
Large oil spills and the revelation of environmental catastrophes in Eastern Europe have contributed to an increased understanding of the threat to our common future.
Now we're putting a lot of emphasis in translating that information into terms that can be understood by decision makers and by planners.
It's certainly not long ago since it became widely realized that the world could not tolerate everything that mankind threw at it, and that it was capable of striking back with a vengeance. However, in 1972, during the Stockholm Conference, the concept of environmental protection was given both a structure and a meaning. The UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, was founded and subsequently established in Nairobi. The need for a system and an information base for environmental data soon became evident, and in 1985, GRID was established.
We have financed a GRID center in Norway, which is also a contribution to the whole UNEP cooperation. And this is one way for Norway to show that we really mean business when we say that we will take our responsibility when it comes to solving the global environmental problems.
Where on earth is Arendal? And why on earth has GRID been located here? During the last decade, this popular holiday resort on the southern coast of Norway has developed a diverse data industry. During a meeting with UNEP in Nairobi, the idea arose to develop a GRID office connected to the professional environment which already existed in Arendal. And when Prime Minister Gro Harlem Brundtland, chairman of the World Commission for Environment and Development, opened GRID-Arendal on the 22nd of August 1989, it was an important step in keeping with the slogan, "Think globally, act locally."
Many of the environmental problems can easily be understood in emotional terms, but one needs to go beyond that and understand the real causes and the dimensions of these problems in a larger framework than just the locality in which people live.
Even after only 1 year's operation, GRID-Arendal is described by UNEP as being one of the major nodes of the GRID network. Both as a decision maker and a consumer of environmental data, Norway's Environment Minister, Torbjørn Bernsen, can safely claim that the center fulfills its varied and important functions. An atlas of soil degradation will be made for the conference in Brazil in 1992. Professional teams have surveyed the conditions in the regions worldwide. The results are collated by the International Soil Reference and Information Center in the Netherlands. One of the aims of GRID-Arendal is to distribute environment information as widely as possible. By collecting all the material in an EDB-based information system, it will be possible to integrate all kinds of digital data. Advanced users may receive information through computer links or by telephone. In the near future, GRID-Arendal hopes to start producing an annual report on the status of environment Norway. This is a joint project with several institutions like the State Pollution Control Authority, the Central Bureau of Statistics, the Directorate for Nature Management, and the Norwegian Mapping Authority.
Now we're taking that one stage further, and all the elements need to take part in this action, because we've now been called upon by the General Assembly, the United Nations General Assembly in New York, to introduce an element of early warning and forecasting.
So our best gift that we can give to decision makers who are formulating policy options is a range of scenarios. And it's up to you, Mr. Policymaker, Mr. Minister, Mr. Decision Maker, Mr. Executive Head of an agency. It's up to you to weigh the costs and benefits of this set of options that we've given you.
So perhaps some hope for a safer future for the generations to come is not far off. Maybe even he will be able to share in it, feeling the trout jerking on the bait again, and watching the woods revive, if we act now.